Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we're checking out how I really feel about reaction channels using my videos to profit.
Hi and welcome to the video I probably shouldn't be making, but I'm going to anyway. We're not wasting time on this one. My name is Kaylin, I run the Girl Gone Legend channel, and recently it seems like I've become the accidental star of every reaction channel. Like this one, and this one, and this-
Okay y'all, this video came out about a week ago. I like her videos, I think she's funny, she's smart, she has great observations, and she mentions stuff that a lot of other UK versus USA stuff doesn't mention, you know? She's unique. So last week, I open up my YouTube and this video is the first thing that I saw. I had that feeling where all the blood rushes from your face. My heart started pumping. Then when I started watching the video and I saw this moment, like I thought I was going to have a panic attack. I did get in touch with her. She's super cool. She gave me permission to react to her videos. I have to say an extra special thank you to all my subscribers out there and everyone who left a comment on this video because oh my gosh, I went from having this almost a panic attack to feeling overwhelmed with support and love. Y'all, wow, thank you so much.
and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. If you're not clued up on this side of YouTube, stay tuned because in this video I'm going to explain my complicated feelings on the matter and help you understand the behind the scenes of reaction channels. Now, I have really tried to decide how direct I want to be in this video. There are a few points I want to make that are tied to specific creators. Normally, I wouldn't name anyone specifically unless I've taken inspiration from them and want you to go watch them. Except these creators are making money off of using my videos and my image in their videos, so it only seems fair that I also feel comfortable using their likeness in my video.
Totally
now,
fair.
Let's start
Absolutely.
with what exactly reaction channels are. They are a vast genre ranging from music producer reacts to certain songs, to acting coach reacts to auditions, to kids react to music from the 80s. Honestly, whatever else you can think of to react to, somebody has a channel about it.
Yeah.
And these are typically popular videos. There is something generally interesting that we as humans find when it comes to watching people experience something. It sounds strange, but I do get it. Trust me, I get it. I used to watch Gogglebox all of the time when I first moved to the UK, which is literally a show watching people watch TV, and I promise you, it is far more fascinating than it sounds.
I know when I watch a reaction channel, I usually enjoy watching someone be surprised or impressed by something for the first time. So I think what people want to see is genuine moments and authenticity. I think there's a connection there. I think she's right on. She's spot on.
Now, sometimes YouTube will demonetize these channels if they are copyright claimed by big companies like Disney or the BBC. There is the idea, however, of fair use, i.e. you can use someone's content within your video if you're adding to it or not just outright uploading the same exact video, but some big companies will fight everything and anything and get it all taken down.
That is something that's in my mind a lot when doing these reactions because I don't want to steal anything. So I'm trying to add value to it. I'm trying to smear my own crap on it as thick as I can without it being annoying. I don't think I'm always successful at that.
So a lot of times, creators will react to other YouTube creators. Now, I myself have made a couple of reaction videos, one most recently to Button Moon, an old British TV kids program, and while I don't plan on doing a ton of them, I can't claim that I've never dipped my foot in, and so have many of your favorite content creators like me, who are usually creating original content, but sometimes do a reaction video. And why do people do it? Multiple reasons. Sometimes it's just interesting, but also because reaction videos are often seen as easy views that do well in the algorithm. All you have to do is look at the numbers. Alana from Adventures in Naps, who I love, this has nothing to do with her because she is an example of someone who does mostly original content. She's the better Canadian version of me. Go follow her, she's awesome. Anyway, take a look at this. This is a random grouping of 8 of her videos. She's got fascinating ones about Monopoly during wartime, going out and thrifting in England and taking you along with her, but her top 2 of these 8 are reaction videos. One to British humor and one to a TV show. The algorithm loves reaction videos and plenty of people watch them. And when the algorithm loves something, that means increased income. And Honestly, easy money for the reaction channels who make their content by sitting in a room and reacting to videos.
Yeah, I would agree that the algorithm likes them, but I think the algorithm likes them because it's what people click on. This reaction channel's, I think, the third or fourth YouTube channel that I've tried to make. I've tried like a travel thing, I tried comedy sketches, short films, but nothing ever, nothing. I think I have like 60 subscribers on one of those channels, and that's the most. But the reaction channels, yeah, they take off. People like them.
I do understand that it can be seen as uncivilized to talk about money. It's possible that you will be turned off by me admitting that the money from YouTube is important to me or other channels. But it's not because I'm a greedy Scrooge McDuck, it's because the channel helps to support my income as a self-employed content creator.
Yeah. So I have been a gig worker almost my entire adult life, and it's fast and famine. Wait, is the saying feast or famine? Right, but mine's more like fast or famine. So making money, it's like I've gotten used to scraping by. I definitely am not at the point of being able to deny other work. I'm still looking for acting work. I'm still looking for audio engineering work. Those are my two most marketable skills. And AI now? Y'all, AI. You don't even need an audio engineer anymore, really. And soon you're not going to need actors anymore, probably. Yeah, the money is an issue. And this channel does help out. Please continue, Caitlin.
If it doesn't work out tomorrow, I can go back into the regular 9-to-5 world instead of generally making an idiot of myself online. But I actually am enjoying the work I do on this channel and in other facets of my online world. So I would like to continue.
Y'all, yeah, I feel it, y'all. Like, this sounds cheesy. I want to spread love and joy and all the good stuff. And this channel has been the best avenue to do that. I get some overwhelmingly good feeling comments in most of my videos. That's what keeps me going. Overwhelming is the best word I can think of, because it really is like, some of the messages you all send, I don't even know how to reply to them sometimes because they're so heartwarming and they make me feel so good. And that's really all I want to do. I know it sounds cheesy, but at the same time, I feel like wanting to do that is probably a part of why I've not been successful in the like acting world or media creation world, is because I don't have that ambition to make a bunch of money and to do anything it takes, you know? I just want to spread the love, y'all. I'm a total hippie.
But I do need to be able to buy food and pay for where I live and other things that we all need to do in society.
Yes.
And I guess the point I'm trying to make, and this does not hold true for all reaction channels, some are purely doing it as a hobby or are not monetized, so I'm not roping everyone into this statement, but for many reaction channels, they're doing reaction videos in part because they're easy money. They can pump out multiple videos a day if needed, as filming a reaction video is much easier than creating original content, and the views come rolling in. And with the views comes the money.
I can't say the views come rolling. I mean, maybe for some of them, but not for me.
I'm emphasizing I'm not painting every reaction channel with this brush at all, and equally, I am not necessarily judging or putting down channels who have found a relatively easy way to make money online and are going all out and doing it as ethically as possible. I myself am not exempt from weighing up the financial pros and cons when making videos. If I have a video idea that's going to take me 1 hour and make me $1 million because I know it's a viral concept, I've often chosen to make that video over a video that I know will take me 10 hours and make me $500. These amounts are purely examples and kind of ridiculous. If I could make $1 million on a video, I would find a way to invest the money and live out the rest of my life on a beach somewhere, and you would not be seeing this video anyway, but you get my point. Anyway, you needed to know all of that because there is another element of the reaction channel genre, and that is within the, what should we call it? The nationalism space, the geography space. Basically, it's where creators are from one country but are reacting to videos about another country. You can find these for a lot of different countries, but the Americans reacting to UK content genre is quite large.
Hey. I think I'm wearing the same shirt. When I first saw her put my face in this video, at first, like I said, I had a little bit of a panic attack. But I also felt, wow, she knows who I am. That's kind of cool. I feel honored. I do feel a special connection with Britain. It's fascinating. It's like a science experiment in a way where these groups of people are isolated, and it's just, I find it fascinating. That's why I'm into this.
UK content genre is quite large, with lots of reaction channels within it. And so what they do is they react to a video about the country they are not from and are either surprised or shocked or sad or happy or just interested or whatever. And the audience of these channels are typically people from the country they're reacting to. I can't say for sure because I haven't seen their analytics, but I would bet a lot of their audience, much like mine, is mostly British. Because Americans don't need to see another American reacting to UK content, but a British person would be interested in how their country, customs, geography, or whatever is coming across to a foreigner.
Yeah.
And so that's how my videos get featured a lot on these channels. I do a lot of UK versus USA concepts or
Wow. Yeah. Am I doing it? Did I match?
On these channels. I do a lot of UK versus USA concepts or teach about the UK, so the American React channels use them to react to differences in the UK or something they didn't know about the UK.
Yeah.
And as I've said, there are positives to these types of channels, and before I get to the downfalls, let's talk about what I think is actually great about them. As mentioned, they fulfill the need many of us have to watch other people learn about things we already know about, or to learn it alongside someone. It's why we like to show friends or family in real life videos we found funny or interesting. We like to share and we like to see the other person reacting to something that we're sharing.
Yeah.
They can also create great communities in a few instances, like the Natasha and Debbie show, who do this kind of content and have created a large positive community around it. We all like to belong, and it gives people a place to do that online. You could also argue that people reacting to your videos is a form of flattery. Clearly, the algorithm has picked up your videos enough for people to notice you. There are so many creators out there who would love for their videos to be seen enough for people to bother reacting to them. And that's true in some ways, though I do think people overestimate the amount of exposure that you get from reaction channels. Sure, a few people might click over to your site, but often, if they're watching the original video within this other person's video, they have no incentive to find the original channel. Now, what about when you're the content creator whose original video is being used, the one that took you hours and hours and a ton of research and hard work to film, and the reaction channel using it gets, say, more views on their video, i.e. more income from your hard work on your video than you did on the original. Sometimes this is just a fact of life and you roll with it. If more people want to watch someone reacting to my content than watch the original content, then it is what it is. But there are some instances that I think are flat out wrong for reaction channels to do based on being someone whose content is constantly being used. I'll go over these before I go over the larger point I would like to make about these channels and how to discern who is using you as an audience and who isn't.
Yeah, I'm torn about that. I do always try to mention the original channel and encourage people to go and like and subscribe on their channel. Watch the original video first sometimes. I forget to. But she's right. I do feel bad about that.
So my main problems I have with people who use my video are ones who, A, don't credit the original video. Always credit your work where possible. This is common sense, and the least you can do is put a link in the description or the first pinned comment to let people know where to find the original video. There is one creator, Tyler Rumpel, who I have constantly asked to credit my video by commenting on his videos with this request. He does not have a publicly available email to use that I could find, and he has not responded. And I include him here because I have asked multiple times in comments in the past 6 months or so and given him a chance to respond, and he hasn't. So I'm just reporting on the facts here.
Oof. Ow. I'm so glad I posted a link to the original video. It seems like something I would forget to do, but I have been pretty good about that. I think I have been surprised by things that I've already reacted to, but it's just because I have a bad memory.
Then, on the other hand, you have creators like Mark from the States and the Elliot and April show who actually emailed me to ask if they could use my video.
That's awesome.
The only creators to have ever done that. And
so when I first saw this, I didn't even think to do that. So immediately after I watched this, I emailed, or I think I commented on the channel, and then I emailed her right after to make just to see if she was okay with it, to get on board and see if there's any other requests that she had, any other things she'd like for me to do when I react to her video, or if she wanted me to totally delete all the videos I reacted to. So we're on the same page now. I also started emailing channels that I've reacted to in the past to see if they're okay with it, just to touch base with them. And everyone I've heard back from has been totally cool with it.
And I did say yes, so look up both of their channels and support them. Now, the second thing not to do when it comes to reaction videos for me is reacting to a video within a short period of time after it's been posted. You can argue that if you react to a video that is a month, 6 months, a year after it's been posted, that the algorithm has already had a chance to run its course for the original video, and after that, it's not your fault as the reaction channel if your video gets more views than the original one. But
that's a good point. That is something that I think I have tried to do, but it's not something I always notice. And actually, when I emailed Kaylin, she said, wait at least a week, which is more than fair, like just a week. So I think this video came out. I'll post this at least a week later.
sometimes people will react to my videos within 24 hours or less of me posting it. To me, this is stealing. Yeah. You haven't given the original audience to the channel the chance to actually see the video. I'm not claiming to know exactly how YouTube works, but this seems like you're potentially siphoning off viewers who would view that video on the original creator's channel. Now, there's a final concern I have with these channels, and this is definitely where I'm not painting them all with the same brush because I haven't done my research into all of them, and there are some who do create positive and genuine communities based on their real interest in the UK and learning about it. Usually, this is supplemented by creators who do actually visit the UK at some point and make videos about it. Then there are others, and this is where I'm not going to call out the creator, but tell you the situation. You can leave it in the comments if you know who it is. I'm not getting involved. But there are some who have multiple channels about different countries and use different last names for each channel, which logically makes sense because you do need to name different channels different things, and I get why they would want to separate their reaction to the UK content from the reaction to Japan content or reaction to Canada content for the algorithm. But they've got multiple channels of the same format of them sitting in a room and reacting to a video of a content creator from that country. They don't link their channels to each other. You wouldn't know unless you accidentally stumbled across it. So to someone watching the react to the UK version of the channel, you might be led to believe that this person just has such an affinity for learning about the UK. But on the other channels, they're doing similar videos about plenty of other countries. Again, I'd separate it too if it were me because of the algorithm, but you have to question the lack of transparency that they have other channels. Criticism in the comments section typically includes things like, you say the same thing every video that you didn't know about, insert thing here, but you just learned about this in a video you watched last week. Is the creator genuinely interested and thrilled to learn about the country and just has a bad memory? Absolutely, this could be the case. I can't claim that it isn't. But I also think it's possible that they, and not just this one example, but others, are using the pride that UK citizens have in their country to essentially farm views and create engagement based on a false pretense.
Yeah, that's interesting, because I pretty much only react to UK stuff. I have reacted to some Australian stuff, but the UK folks don't click on it. And that's fine. That's their prerogative. But I can see why someone would create a different channel for each country that they're reacting to. Using a different last name for each of them is a little suspicious.
And that's what gets to me, because a bunch of people leave comments on these videos thanking the creator for being so interested in the topic and sharing their own interests and stories and attempting to educate the reactor, but these comments might never be read by the reaction channel because it's possibly all about the money from the easy views and manipulating an audience into watching by pretending to be interested in their country.
Okay, yeah. Y'all, sometimes I reading the comments can be really exhausting, so I can understand why someone would avoid them. 99% of the comments I receive on my videos are really positive and supportive, and it makes me feel really good. Thank you guys for that. It makes me feel really good. But every once in a while, there'll be a really negative comment, and it ruins my day. It'll ruin a week, so I can understand staying away from the comments, but Most of them are really positive, and I thank you guys for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And I'm only saying that's possible. I don't know these people's true intentions, just things to think about. And I am not claiming that I don't think about what titles or thumbnails to use based on what my audience would respond well to, or that you know everything about my life, or that I have never altered information on here to protect my own identity or safety, or just general understanding that I don't have to share my entire soul with the internet and it's not good to.
Yeah, y'all, I don't even tell you what my name is on this. I mean, if you do some digging, I'm sure you'll find what my name is, but I'm not going to mention it. I'm not going to mention it. You got to dig. Maintain some mystery, right? The thumbnail thing is really strange because I feel like the thumbnails that I make are kind of clickbaity. And for a while I thought, I don't need to make a face like I don't need to do that. So I try to find like moments of my face that are genuinely from that video. Sometimes I'll reuse one if there's one that I really like. For a while I thought if I just show my regular face just like neutral, how I'm usually looking at a video, that should be fine, right? But then people don't click on it.
I definitely do all of the above, as do all creators, but that seems a bit different to the topic at hand. And I guess you might be wanting me to get to the point and just say, do you hate being reacted to, or do you love it, or somewhere in between? Mostly, I just want to educate you about the topic, really, because reaction channels are big in the UK versus the USA space, and like I said, I understand why people enjoy them. In fact, most of my audience have said that they do. Does it sting when someone reacting to my video gets tens of thousands of more views than my original one? Yes, of course it does. I put a lot of time and effort into my videos, and it can sometimes feel a bit like the person in a group project who just showed up and put their name on it at the last minute when you did all the work. But I also acknowledge the interest people have in these channels, and if people are willing to watch, why wouldn't reaction creators want to make these types of channels? And probably they do actually learn something along the way and are interested in the topic. So it's not black and white, but hopefully now you know a little bit more about the subject and can sort through the reaction channels you watch carefully and decide for yourself their true intentions. And something tells me that sadly they are not going to react to this one. See you next time. Hi and welcome to...
That's funny. Yeah, I'm really glad she made this video because I think it's making me do a better job. I don't want to steal. I want to add value. I would like to make original content. Well, Kaylin, you're helping me grow. You're helping me learn. Thank you. I want to point out some of the comments on here because they made me feel really good. George Sanders said, I actually found this channel through your videos, JJLA. I'm a fan, by the way, not a Patreon, but I bought a mug. Yeah, you want a mug? Yeah. I think it's interesting, both of the perspectives you both have, both as Kaylin living in the UK and you from outside of it. Both of your accents are also lovely. Ha ha ha. Keep up the good work, both of you. Yeah, see? Hey, y'all. Thank you for showing up and vouching for me. It made me feel so good, and still is making me feel good right now. I'm trying not to cry. Don't cry. If you've not gone to Girl Gone London, be sure to go to her channel and like and subscribe. Leave her a nice comment. She's a good person. And maybe give me a like and subscribe if I'd appreciate it. I'd like to thank my patrons. I'd like to thank everyone who's bought me a coffee on Buy Me a Coffee. I always forget to thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Anyway, yeah. Thank y'all for watching this with me, and I'll see you next time. Later.